Hi guys, thanks to watching this video. In this video, I'm going to explain what is Spring Boot Activator and how to use this Spring Boot Activator which features in your Spring Boot applications. Okay, Spring Boot Activator, it's a module of the Spring Boot application, or you can say it's a sub project of a Spring Boot. So we can add these features just to add the dependency of this Spring Boot model. Okay, Spring Boot Activator model. So I will tell you in the next slide how to add these features in your applications. Okay, so what is use of this Spring Boot Activator? These Spring Boot activators mainly will help you to managing the applications. It means like you can you with this module you can so basically this Spring Boot activator will expose uh, the REST API, which will help you to manage the application means like you can manage the total whole application, how much memory is utilized, and what are the resources consumed, and what is that heap memory consumed, heap memory size, and you can analyze the heap dump, or you can get the heap dump, or you can analyze thread dump. So everything you can do it with this model. Okay, so it's used for managing the application or monitoring the application. It's very useful to debug your applications. So we can enable these features in production. And we can monitor it. So if in case any error or something is happened, then it's very helpful to debug the issue, or we can monitor the application status. Okay, so they have provided bunch of REST services, around 20 plus services, so we can enable it. Okay, now we'll see how to enable these feature in your existing Spring Boot application or new Spring Boot applications. So this is very simple. So like how we'll add the other Spring Boot module, just we can add the dependency for this Spring Boot activator. So just to add that Spring Boot starter activator. So they have the starter project for this Spring Boot activator module. Just we can add this starter project. It will configured by default. Everything it's inbuilt, so no need to just one dependency will configure everything. Okay, so once you enable the Spring Boot activator in your project, then we can control the endpoint and the security in the property files. Okay, so in application.property files, you can enable or enable or disable the security for this uh, REST endpoint. So REST endpoint. So by adding this property, we can uh, enable or disable the security for those new REST endpoint. Okay. So next, another one property will be you can already I told you to expose to like around 20 plus endpoints. So we can include all by adding the star, or you can include only required services. Okay, just you can include you can include metrics, or you can include beans. So based on your requirement, you can include only those services. Okay, and that Spring Boot activator by default, it will append the context. It's like activator. Okay, so if you use any other application context in your application, then along with that it will append the activator context. From there you can access the Spring Boot activator services. Okay, so these are that around 21 plus service will Spring Boot activator is providing. So we can enable it, whether we can enable it all by adding the star in the property file, or we can enable only required uh, features. Okay, so so uh, I explored a few of them, so it's very useful. So like beans, so these bean service, it will list beans all the beans which is used in the entire applications. Okay, so what are the beans is created and what is the status, all those things we will get it by using this or this environment. So these environment service will give the complete environment configuration details. Okay, so we can verify it, how much ram sorry how much sorry, so how much heap memory it's used, all those things we can use it. So the next one will be metrics. In the metrics we'll get again around 20 15 sub services which will help you to debug the applications. Okay, so and next one will be thread dump. So we can do the thread dump, and we will get the details of the thread, what are the active thread and what is the status, where do we have any stuck thread, all those things we can you can analyze with using this service. Okay, then heap dump, we can get the heap dump. Okay, hprop heap dump we will get it and we can analyze it. Okay, so these all are that features. It's provided by the Spring Boot activator to manage the applications. Okay, I'll give quick demo for these all. Okay, how to enable Spring Boot activator in the application, and how to use these services. Okay, so just I'll take you through that quick demo. Okay, so here this is what my server test applications. Okay, so this is existing applications. It's order management, it's web application. So here I'm going to enable the Spring Boot activator. Okay, so here I have added the dependency. First step, we need to enable these Spring Boot activator features. We have to add the dependency with the existing application. So this is existing application. Just I have added this Spring Boot activator dependency. Okay, just I have added. So once I added it, the Spring Boot activator features will be enabled. Means it will rebuild. It will download the required jars. Okay, so once you add it, then by default automatically it will download the required jars. I used Maven project. It will download from Maven repository. So required jar automatically it will download. Okay, so once added the dependency, then I'm going to configure the security. So for the for for Spring Boot activator service, so do we need to enable security or not? So currently I'm disabled the security. So it's just like we can access this all the services Spring Boot activator service. Okay, then next will be Spring. So what are the service I'm going to include in this project? Spring Boot activator service. So I'm going to include all the service for time being. So later on, if you want to include only few service, let's say if you want to include only beans or beans environment or metrics, only thread dump, heap dump, so only those things you can specify it by comma separated value, just like bean comma thread dump comma heap dump comma matrix, like that you can specify only those services will be enabled. Okay, so once you configure these two, and if you added that dependency, then you can start your project. Okay, and one more thing here, for these web applications, so I have added context path is order. Okay, so for this, if I want to access the activator along with this order, we need to enter the activator context. It's by default activator context will be activator. Then from there you can you can add your service name. Okay, first I'm going to run this service. I'm going to run the Spring Boot application. See here that for activator there are 16 endpoint is exposed. Okay, by default means I included all the endpoints, so 16 endpoints are exposed for activator. Okay, in my application. So application got started with 8080 and context path will be order. So as I told you, we need to open context path along with that. Okay, so let me open the Postman. Okay, this is my application context, then this activator context, then we can invoke any service, we can invoke any service. So these are the service. We can first we'll invoke the beans. We'll see the beans. Okay, so in this application, so what are the beans? What is the scope of that beans? So all those details will get from this service. Okay, if it is there any dependency, what is the scope? So all the beans, including Spring Boot related beans also, it's listed. So it's entire bean listed. We'll get it from here. Even custom beans also. If we are using any beans in our application, those things also will list out. Okay, then we'll list out and we'll see the scope of that bean. Okay, the next one will be environment. By using this service, um, envies. Okay, environment. Okay, in this we'll see the all environment related information like what is the port and JVM. It's where is the JRE is referring from, and what is it the JVM version. JM export. We'll get all the information here. So class path where it loaded all the stored all the classes and what are the jars is referring in the runtime environment. Those things we'll get it from this service. Okay, then next service will be metrics. Okay. So in the metrics we'll get that bunch of parameters. So we can use each parameter and we'll get that the data. What is the memory max size? This is what the values we can append with that matrix and we'll get that value for that. Here in this matrix we'll get that list of parameters. Okay, so what is it? HTTP request. We'll get the thread details, denom thread. We'll get the JVM live thread. And we'll get the global error. So most of the debug, these metrics will help us to debug the application or debug the error. Okay, so we'll get that live thread count by using this service. 31 thread, total number of live thread will be 31. Okay, so like that you will get. The next service will be thread dump. After the activator context, we need to add the thread dump service. Most of them are get service only. Okay, here we'll get the thread dump details. So how many thread is there? So what is the thread ID and what is the status? So we'll get all the thread details. Okay, this is a thread ID. It's a runnable state thread. So if any error is there, any trace is that, and all those things will come into here. So here we'll analyze the thread dump. Okay, so these are the active or it's available thread. What is the state of the thread? Is there any blocked thread, or is there any deadlock? So those things will analyze from here, from this service. Okay, and the same thing like heap dump we are not able, it will not load directly, just it will load it in your location, and we from there we can, since there is a huge size, it we're not able to load it in the screen. Okay, so its size is big though, so it's not loading. It will load it in your runtime environment. From there we can download and we can analyze it. Okay, that's all about the Spring Boot activator. So how to enable and how to use, I explained. Thanks to watching this video.